365 days ago, I started mining Bitcoin, and since then, the price has gone up a lot.
Bitcoin is now trading above $42,000.
Institutional money is here in a way that it wasn't during past bull runs. The spot ETFs.
BlackRock alone has $11 billion in their ETF. They added $1 billion just in the last day.
Gains from Bitcoin in the last year have totaled 200%, and having bought a whole lot of it, along with mined it with my two Asic S19 miners and two altcoin miners I run in my home, how much money did I make? Did I take any profit? And ultimately, where do I see the price of Bitcoin going in the future?
6-figure days only.
Starting with the purchase of an Asic S19J Pro 100 terahash in February of last year, I quickly drove it 6 hours to run at my friend JP's Bitcoin miner hosting facility in rural Iowa. The reason for this is at the time, Bitcoin was at $16,000 per coin, and if I were to run it at a place like my personal residence, I'd be losing money after electricity costs. But JP's hosting facility was filled to the brim with almost 2,000 Bitcoin miners and had much lower electrical rates than a place like my house. This is because it was subsidized by the windmill farm located near it, and it's also a part of an energy co-op, meaning the electric service provider is consumer owned and not for profit, leading to electrical rates as low as 4.6 cents per kilowatt. And to give you guys a comparison, at my house I pay 17 cents. With low electrical rates locked in, I got blessed with another machine completely for free from asicmarketplace.com. They sell some awesome crypto miners, so shout out to them. And this machine I got was a little bit different than the first one I bought. It was an Asic S19 104 terahash, so a little more power than the first one I purchased. The first machine began running on March 6th of 2023, and the second one began just a few days later. Since then, they've had average electricity costs of $311 per month for $3,732 total over the last year. But now, before we talk about revenue, I want to make it clear that I haven't sold any Bitcoin so far. But to give you an accurate picture as I go through profit month by month, I'm going to base it on what the Bitcoin's value was back then in US dollars. So with that being said, by the end of month one, I had mined 0.0135 Bitcoin worth $386.90 at Bitcoin's current price. And I also bought an additional $250 worth of the currency. By the end of month two, I had now mined 0.0257 Bitcoin, now worth $777.22. And I also bought an additional $200 worth of Bitcoin that month. The price of Bitcoin remained relatively steady throughout the summer, allowing me to purchase another $3,071 worth of the coin and mine an additional 0.0822 Bitcoin with total electricity costs so far of $1,866. Now at this point in our journey, the numbers weren't looking great. I had already spent over $2,100 on the Bitcoin miner, $1,866 on electricity costs so far, and only about $2,135 worth of Bitcoin to show for it. And keep in mind, at this point, I hadn't taken any profit. In fact, I dumped an additional $3,521 into the currency on top of the Bitcoin I already had. But this ended up being one of my best decisions ever, as the price of Bitcoin remained relatively steady throughout the next month and a half, and then began to quickly rise in late October.
Bitcoin nearing the $35,000 mark again.
With news of a Bitcoin ETF and the upcoming Bitcoin halving, the price of the currency shot up 150% in 5 months. Investment firms like Grayscale, BlackRock, and Fidelity began pouring billions of dollars into the currency, and many public companies did the same.
It's now the world's most popular investment asset. It's novel, it's digital, it's global, it's unique.
Hysteria around Bitcoin was coming back, and I was profiting heavily. And now at this point, I've mined 0.15563 Bitcoin worth a little over $11,300. But the question is, with Bitcoin's price going up so much since I started mining, how much profit have I made? Well, as I've said, electrical costs have totaled $3,732 throughout the last year, and I spent $2,100 on the original machine. This leaves us with a profit of $5,409.09 if I were to sell my Bitcoin today. And if you guys want to include it, the value of the two Bitcoin miners I still have is around $2,600 used. But truth be told, I have absolutely no intention of selling, even accounting for the fact that Bitcoin mining is about to be 50% as profitable. In April of this year, meaning literally next month, an event is going to take place known as the Bitcoin halving, meaning the supply of Bitcoin rewards released daily is going from 900 Bitcoin per day to only 450, spread across the same amount of machinery and overhead expenses. Now on the outside, this might seem as a bad thing, as Bitcoin mining is now less profitable for people. On my two machines, for example, I'm gonna go from making $900 per month in Bitcoin down to $450. And profitability is gonna go from over $500 per month down to under $150 monthly. But what usually tends to happen after the Bitcoin halving is cause a shortage of of Bitcoin on exchanges. And assuming the same amount of demand and a now lowered supply, the price of Bitcoin should make an upward move. And usually 500 days after the halving, Bitcoin reaches an all-time high, and this can be seen in the 2012 halving, once again in 2016, and once again in the 2020 halving. Now, of course, that isn't guaranteed, but it's enough of a reason to hold on to all of my Bitcoin going into 2025, and I could see the price going as high as $200,000 a coin, but of course, that's not financial advice. And similar to the last bull run, we're seeing people get rich off crypto altcoins.
So yesterday was February 5th, 2021. It was the day that I literally took everything out of my bank accounts, sold all my stocks. I maxed out 2 credit cards and took out cash advances and threw it all into Dogecoin at 0.045.
The Dogecoin millionaire put his life savings of $180,000 into Dogecoin in early 2021, going all in. A seemingly dumbass idea turned into a fortune as Dogecoin quickly became one of the most well-known meme cryptocurrencies.
Look at Dogecoin, it is up more than 900% this year.
And literally 69 days after his initial purchase, Dogecoin dude's portfolio hit over $1 million in value, and he officially became the Dogecoin millionaire.
I just became a millionaire by spending all my money on Dogecoin.
And by day 90, his portfolio reached nearly $3 million in value as Dogecoin's second mascot, Elon Musk, was set to appear on Saturday Night Live, and rumors were he was going to hype up the coin.
Dogecoin is my favorite cryptocurrency because it has the best humor and has dogs.
We're not selling, all right? We're like Leonardo DiCaprio on that meme. We're not selling.
But he made one crucial mistake. If he'd actually watched that movie, he'd know that afterwards Jordan Belfort was arrested and $150 million in debt. And after his portfolio hit a peak of over $3 million, Elon Musk appeared live on the SNL show, and despite popular belief, he didn't mention Dogecoin a single time. The price of the currency began to collapse.
Elon Musk SNL thing happened. It took a huge dip. We're gonna go right back up.
And since this day, Dogecoin millionaire's portfolio has never recovered fully, going from an all-time high of $3 million down to only a few $100,000 at its low.
Past hour we're down $5,000. Today we're down about $20,000.
But he recently recovered. With Dogecoin's recent pump, he's once again a millionaire in the currency, and his investment into another meme coin, Floki Eno, made him another $1 million. I tell this story to say that messing with altcoins is basically gambling. They can go up or down massively at any moment, and just know that history is gonna repeat itself. We're not just gonna see altcoins go up for eternity. There's gonna be a point where there's a massive correction, so only mess with money you're willing to lose. But that said, guys, I recently got involved in the business of crypto altcoins through crypto mining. I purchased not 1, but 2 crypto miners that I now run in my house for passive income. And starting things off with the first machine down in my basement, when you go down the stairs, you'll notice that over here, the first machine is an Ice River KS1 mining a cryptocurrency known as Caspa. This machine has electricity costs of roughly $2.48 per day, and it's been running in my basement for 2 months, and so far it's brought in over $700 worth of Caspa. And as for the electricity costs on the machine, I've spent a total of $148.80 the past 2 months. So the profit margins have been really good, even with my high electricity costs. This machine mining Cadena in my office, on the other hand, isn't too powerful. So far it's been running for about a month and a half, and it's probably brought in about $20 worth of Cadena, and after electricity costs, I'm pretty sure it's losing money. Good thing this machine isn't too expensive. When you take a look at the altcoin portfolio, we're up to $826.49. Funny enough, Solana is actually my biggest position in that portfolio currently, since I ended up selling some of the Caspa I mined and bought Solana since I kind of believe in that project more. But we still do have about $350 worth of Caspa and a small amount of Cadena in the portfolio. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1-year crypto mining update. If this video can get 5,000 likes on it, I'll go ahead and do a reveal of my entire cryptocurrency portfolio. And if you guys want to start buying crypto for yourself, I highly recommend Coinbase. By clicking the top link down below in the description, you get up to $200 worth of bonuses by buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever coin you want to purchase. And it also helps support the channel, so be sure to check that out down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.